Good morning, world. How's everyone doing? Well, I myself, I think we should just normalize a little bit sometimes where you just wake up with dread. Like, can we just real talk? Don't you just have those days, some days, where you just wake up, there's nothing wrong? Well, not that there's nothing's wrong, but like, you wake up and it's just immediate dread. Let's normalize it. It happens sometimes. And you know what? We'll make it through. Okay, well, the sun is definitely away again. It probably will be for the next 90 days. We'll just do the best we can. Okay, well, I pulled out the Kimmy K's. I feel like today is a real day of guidance. Oddly enough, today is Friday, which is ruled by Venus. You know what? It couldn't hurt. Well, we gotta call in those crowd favorites today. I really feel like we could all use some spiritual grandma support. So let's call those guys in. God, Jesus, Grandma, Buddha, archangels. Like archangels, all of you in here, stat. Whoops. Oh my god, the offering. Oh my god, look. Look, now I'm gonna keep shuffling because these two were together in another reading, but I do feel like those archangels did here. Okay, so archangels are in here. All of the ascended masters, but you know I love to have Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, Purple Hearts of Flame, get in here, Saint Catherine. Oh, oh, look, the castle. Look, these were all interesting. Okay, hold on. I'm not done my incantation though, Spirit Team. I'm hearing you. I see what you're throwing down. Okay. All of my benevolent ancestors, anyone that you work and pray with, your God is my God. We're not here to fight about names. Everyone's welcome. Devi Devil has to sit on the outside. If Devi Devil wants to listen in, maybe learn a thing or two, but I'm not working with that shit. See, this is the thing. Even when I get furious with my Spirit Team, oh, and you would think that's an opportunity for the devil to come knocking, but I am just as quick to be like, listen here, you son of a bitch. Like, Devi Devil, you can fuck off too. I make sure that, like, even if I'm mad, even if I'm spice level 9 million with God, I make sure to let the whole dark team out there to be like, this isn't an invitation to come picking. All of you can fuck right off. The only one who's invited, this is where I get clear about love. I'm like, love always has a seat. Love never does me wrong. Okay, who are you? Oh, the healer. Look, a 3-headed snake. Exactly. Yeah, when I'm spice level 9 million, and I feel like that's when the darkness is like, oh, we have a live wire, someone's mad at God, let's get in there. And I'm like, you can take your 3-headed fucking bullshit and you can fuck off and eat shit too. Yeah, let's call in love. Today's the day of love. It's ruled by Venus. Okay, so oh wow, they are just flipping out. Okay, well, we got the village. Love. The spirit, the essence, the whole thing. I know, you probably are just God, but whatever. I see you sometimes as separate, but love. Please come and join us today. I know I could use a lot more love in my heart today. Can't hurt. It cannot hurt. Wow, there's a lot of nesty. Oh, see, look. And look, I just called it in. Look who popped out. The heart. Okay. So we have the healer, the village, and the heart. Well, it does take a village to heal hearts sometimes. Like, a spiritual village. Yeah, I feel like this is people's lives burning down. Hard times for a lot of folks. We're all just hanging in there. Yeah, like, look at this. Yeah, all of these are really chatting. See, we have this circle, but then we see the nest, and then there's a nest. Okay, I like where we're going. Let's start here. Let's read. Oh, Spirit, you want one more? Okay, well, let that one fly out. Okay, we're gonna give it up to Grandma. Hey, Grandmama, take the wheel. Okay, because every time I asked cards flew, it's a Grandma. Your turn. What card? You just throw it right out. What do you have to say? The cave. Okay, well, it didn't really fly out. Okay, hold on. I like it when it flies out. Or like whoever on the spirit team is chatting. Like, Grandma, maybe you're busy right now, but I just thought I would love to give you the opportunity since, yeah. Are we just doing 3? I guess it is 3. No. Oh my god, it's the cave again. Okay. Grandma didn't want to throw it out. Grandma was like, I was working through your hands. You felt it, ding dong, and then you put it back in. Yeah, Grandma, you had manners like that. You wouldn't be throwing cards around. Okay, just lovely. Okay, 3-headed snake. Let's do this. Healer. 111. Ooh, that's 3. Like, which is the Empress. Okay. Let's do this. The Healer. The Lightworker, the Gifted, the Old Soul. Though some claim the work of the Healer as their gift and name it as their dharma, the force of this archetype is within everyone. It is our natural inclination to remember, to return to, and to reclaim that central and eternal life force from which we so easily drift away. In Sanskrit, the word avidya, A-V-I-D-Y-A. Sorry if my pronunciation is terrible. The word avidya means forgetting, and it is said that this is the source of all suffering and disease. The healer's mission then becomes to move through the comfort of forgetting, through the veils of ignorance and denial, and to reveal the radiance that already exists. The healer approaches this in multiple ways, from multiple angles, knowing that the cycle of healing is not linear. It is a multi-layered and circuitous process, always leading back to its own origin, much like the Ouroboros. True. The wounded healer is not someone who was wounded and is now healed. It is someone who continues to courageously break open the self and ego as a means for deep integration. Yes. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm looking at the colors again. And going back to, like, when I think of my own experiences, I always see it as the mountain ranges because, again, the magnitude, the size. And remember how I was saying in a few readings back that there's something about stepping back and allowing the magnitude of our experiences to not be so within, because some things are just beyond. It's beyond the container. It's too big to hold in this little container. It helps to project out, not onto others, but for us to see clearly and to appreciate the magnitude and to work with it face to face. Does that make sense? So anyway, so with this coloring though, it's like, I see this as like those big wounds, especially because a lot of our wounds do, if we were to look at the chakras, the root, the sacral to the solar, things that are really destabilizing, right? Most of our traumas really kind of affect these wounds. It affects our confidence. There's usually some things that affect our sexual, sensual desires. And then anything else, like, you know, with the root. So, now interesting, this circle is being drawn backwards. In magic, when you cast a circle, you go clockwise, but if you're cleansing or dispersing, it would be counterclockwise. So I feel like this is like a letting go, you know? Opening up the circle to just be like, I release you. Now, I wonder what these three little hoodly hoos are. Are those like, is this like the egg and like 3 different sperms? I don't know. Either way. But see, this snake, they are going in the direction of what would be clockwise. Now, we see a tiny burst of pink here, little bits. So we know that love is somehow getting through the cracks. And remember, as soon as I called love in, a heart came out. I love this. Grandma at the cave. Now see, look, in the cave, I don't know if you, oh yeah, you can. See, look, the 2 eyes. This to me looks like a wolf. If you were to like kind of replace this as like the jaw, it's kind of all like spooky. But yeah, the cave of your heart. Yeah, we got to get you out of the cave of your heart, out on this canoe. Yeah, we got to get you out of that, look, that dusty, musty look. You're getting all weird. you know when you've been by yourself too long and you're getting weird in the cave? I get like that. Oh yeah, oh shit, Cinnamon. Yeah, you're playing shadow puppets, you're talking to yourself. We got to get you out of the cave so that you can be on this canoe of love. Okay, let's continue. We got to get to the village. Okay. La Village. 145. Okay. The hometown, the family, the tribe. The village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Oh, this is about emotional landscapes, the places that we return to that haven't been healed yet, because it's familiar, right? Yeah, okay. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists. One most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the village is present anytime we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its parameters will never satiate our thirst for life. Thank the village for all it has provided, knowing you will someday return. For now, the world awaits. Beautiful. Returning to the village is as important as leaving it. This can be thought of as a completion or an integration of what you have learned out in the wild. The village moves with you, as it is more of a mindset than a physical place. Exactly. Oh, now we're just cruising right on into the heart. Grandma approved. Okay. Well, thanks, love, for showing up. I really appreciate it. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, if you ever get spicy with your spirit team, see love as literally its own separate entity and call love in. I'm telling you, every time I call love in, if I'm struggling and I just cannot with God and the spirit team, I go to love. And she works. That's why I don't even need to believe. It's a knowing. It is a knowing. Okay. The heart. 125. The home, the center, the throne. See, we're leaving the village to come home. Yeah, because the village is those other, it's like, it is like how you're raised. It's all of our belief systems and things that we carry from our childhood. We got to get out of there. Oh, we got to get nesty right here. Okay. The home, the center, the throne. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in-between. Yeah, I woke up, I was not in my canoe of love. I went back to the village this morning, and I was burning shit down. Yeah, okay. There is no in-between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. Yeah, that's also so true. That's why I always say all of those things is what puts me in my heart. If I am spicy 9 million and hatred has sat at the throne for a hot second, I have to tap into all those things, and it's an immediate right into love. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. Just beautiful. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. Some say there's a cave at the center of the heart. Others say it's a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Okay, now we gotta get to the cave. Okay, Grandmama. Oh, I love that. I love that it came out twice and that you refused to throw it. 127. Yeah, it's literally the card right after the cave. Huh. The dark, the portal, the interior. Those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave are forever changed. It is a place of potent power, acting both as portal to another realm and a space for sacred ritual and initiation. The cave is a place to return for meaningful retreat, where no one can see the true self in the darkness. In esoteric teachings, the cave is known to reside in the center of the heart. Oh, loving grandma showed up to tag team. Oh, beautiful. Within its walls, the whispers of compassion and self-understanding can be heard. Yet because of its mystery and power, many of us fear the cave and never try to find it. We busy ourselves in the bright lights of the city, while the cavernous and dimly lit chamber calls out to us in the night. Where is your cave? You already know. Return to it and tend to the fire. Envision yourself as an old sage in a cave. What amenities do you need? What draws you ever closer to the cave within the cave? Slowly and steadily, crystals of enormous magnitude grow within the dark confines of caves. Let the cave teach you patience. Oh, Grandma, just beautiful. Love, just beautiful. Okay. Now, I did actually pull out the floral. I didn't know. I pulled out a few because I was a little bit spicy. But I did pull out the floral, and my grandma's name is Florine. And she's a lover. She did love roses. And jasmine. Jasmine tea. Yep. Okay. Let's do a little shuff. Oh, Ace of Cups. Yeah, love. Okay. Can we all collectively agree, even if you woke up with dread in your heart, anger, rage, maybe even hatred, oh, let's just allow a little bit of love in. A lot of love in. It does feel good. I feel transformed already, and I really was. I was so stinky. I was so stinky. And Saint Germain, Purple Hearts of Flame. Yeah, you're good. If you really want to work with some good old love, yeah, call on those angels, call on Grandmama, call on the spirit and essence of love. I always ask love. This is part of my prayer. in a hand to God, I do this. I don't care if it sounds crazy. I don't care at this point. Whatever works. But really, it's just like asking love to remind me of how love knows me to be, and also to remind me of how I know love to be. And usually that sets the stage for a really good time. I also ask it to imbue me, to literally wash over me. Like when I'm like fuss level 9 million, like right on the edge. I really do. I really do. And I'm usually, again, spicy with God, but for some reason, love, it just feels like two separate things at times, and I can really access it and be like, please, I have experienced your grace. I have seen you out in the world. Do your magic on me, please. Like, I choose you. I may not know how to get there all the time, but I definitely choose you. In hand to God, every single time. Totally works. Okay, well, love, grandma, archangels. Okay, all you little lovely beings. Love, love, love. The star. What did I just say? Like, just wash over and imbue us all love. Exactly. I think we could all use some healing. And I feel like this is all of our spirit teams. And maybe for some of us who don't have grandparents or grandmas that were good or that we knew of, if there's someone in your lineage or who you believe in, I don't know. I just see this as like everyone that we love on our spirit team, ancestors, angels, the ascended masters, whoever rocks your world. But see, there's one in the physical, but yet the other jug is pouring out. I feel like it's the spirit, that co-creating, healing together. Oh, just beautiful. Okay. Grandma. Hierophant. Yeah, like I really feel like the whole spirit team is here today, and like the red thread I feel like is also like this water. Yeah, I feel like the divine is here to be like, love and the divine is here to be like, guys, we know it's a shitstorm down there. We know that earth and life is hard. We see it, we get it, but like, we haven't forgotten you. We love you so much. Okay, so grandma, angels, love. Okay, so we got some healing. We got the healing hands of God here. Okay, so grandma, love, angels, everybody. Okay, so we have the star to the Hierophant. What else would you like? Collective to know. Wait, it's this one. Judgment. Look at this, all major arcana. And what's so interesting is that on this flag, normally, is it not? Yeah, it's usually like white with red, but in here, we're seeing like these like salmon and pinks, and then all of this white. Again, going back to imbuing, it's like love, like the color of love, like salmon came in and imbued that white, but with more love. And see, they haven't blossomed yet. Yeah, like, it's like the angels trumpeting. See, because look, the vines, it's coming out of the trumpet. Yeah, they're literally trumpeting love. Okay, like love, I don't know if you guys can feel it, but like, it's like, I personally needed love to step in today. I don't know about you guys, but like, it cannot hurt to have some divine love, and like, for the divine to be really like, we got you. Okay. Okay, well, spirit team, what would you like to say? Okay, so what's going underneath star? See, look, the two cans to the two. You've been working at this, but you've been doing it with spirit. Like, this healing has been going on for a while, has it not? Have we not all been healing since like day one? Look at that. Oh, I love when the cards talk like this. And it's the little buttercups. Because see, the Seven of Pentacles is always an indication of time, but usually to see one person who's been working and toiling. But with the Divine here, I love this. This to me is really like your spirit team being like, we have always been with you. Again, like that classic, like the footprints in the sand. Like when you think in your darkest night that you were all alone, it's like truly you weren't. It's sometimes hard to recognize and see that. Trust me. I know all about it, and so does my spirit team. Okay, so God, underneath the Hierophant, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the big ouchies. But I feel like this is all around healing. This is all around healing. See, it's like the healing hands, and see how they're open. And they're like, they're palm down as you would, like if you were to lay your hands on someone to do a healing. Now, these Ten of Swords, it's interesting. They're poking through clouds. The flowers up in the clouds. So, in a sense, it's like giving it up to spirit. Do you know what I mean? When it's too much, when that burden is too much, you give it up. You like raise it up and you say like, spirit team, I cannot fucking carry this load. Like, please. Okay. Spirit team, love. What do you have to say about judgment here? What's going underneath judgment? Hold on. Spirit's playing. Oh, how does it go? Love came asking what it was. Love came asking what it was. And love came asking what it was. And something, you're brave and kind, an old friend of mine. Love came asking what it was, and you're brave and kind, an old friend of mine. Okay, sorry, let's focus. Okay. Love came asking what it was. You're brave and kind, an old friend of mine. Okay, thanks for the reminder, Spirit. It's actually one of my old songs. Like, real old. Oh, you can tell I can barely remember my own lyrics. That's so funny. I have not thought about that song in a hot second. Okay. Okay, so what's going on in judgment? The Page of Coins. It's really weird. As I'm shuffling, I don't know. Like, I picked this, but I don't know if I would have picked this. Okay, I'm gonna trust it. Okay. The Page of Coins. Well, it's definitely new. And see, he hasn't even begun to bud yet. He's about to bud and bloom. Oh, going back to these guys, it's about to bloom. Love is about to bloom. Oh. Yeah, an old friend of mine. Okay. Oh, that one really, for some reason, got me in the heart. Okay, so, Grandma. The Star to the Seven of Coins. What's going underneath? The Two of Coins. Look at all of this emphasis on the two. It's like spirit in you. It's like you're never left alone. It's the two of you. It's the two of you. And see, the two of Pentacles is about the juggle and the struggle, but I'm not seeing the struggle here. We see the boat future facing and these like very equal waves, but these to me actually remind me of angels, but just carrying you. And you got these beautiful buttercups. Okay. The Hierophant, the Ten of Swords. The Nine of Cups. Yes, you gave up those burdens. And see, love just comes pouring in. Oh. Okay, Spirit. What's going underneath the Page of Coins? Judgment to the Page of Coins. We see it. Love is about to bloom. The Seven of Cups. But again, this Seven of Cups is so interesting. Two rabbits facing each other. This is about options. I don't see any options. I see two rabbits. The only other rabbit is right here and literally about to run into each other. Love is about to bloom. Okay, well, I'm curious. There's all this emphasis on two. Okay, so who is this little rabbit showing up? You're brave and kind, an old friend of mine. Is it an old friend of yours? Ooh, we had the Knight of Cups to the Two of Cups. What's this guy? That's the Five of Swords. But that could just be about, like, not seeing. Okay, so who is this other little rabbit? Is this an old friend of yours, or what? Strength. Oh, I love to see you. Oh, mamacita. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. Could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. Wow, can't be mad about it. I love the strength card. I love Leos. That kind of energy. Oh, big kitty energy with the flower. Yeah, roaring his head off. And he is facing the past. Oh, the Hermit to the Empress. What did I say with that three-headed snake? The three. Yeah, the Empress. Yeah, see, you went into your cave. That's where the Hermit goes. And look, like a total Virgo, you would organize your snowflakes in perfect alignment. See, it's all beautiful. And look at your little beautiful flame. Okay, yeah, so you organize your snowflakes in your cave. Oh, and then it's like you come out. See, and look, they're about to bud and blossom. And we got this person. Okay, well, oh, to the Ace of Wands, passion. Yeah, well, with that roaring lion. Okay, so let's get a little bit more Snoopy and Scoopy real quick here. So, I suspect you don't see this coming at all. All right, so who is this beautiful? The Three of Wands. Here they come. We saw that. Okay, here they come. Yeah, these ships, it's all future forward. Look, we have this little quill. So you might actually get a message from them first. Yeah, because the ship's going to take a hot second, as sailboats do. Trust me, I grew up on a stupid sailboat with my very terrible stepfather. But I did learn a lot about sailboats. See, that's the thing when you have a personality disorder parent, it could take really beautiful, what could be beautiful experiences. Like when I was a kid, everyone was like, oh man, you get to live on a sailboat, or like, oh, but it's just like, yeah, but it's all ruined because this parent is so dysregulated and unhinged and just destroys any beautiful memory. Do you know what I mean? So like on one hand, yes, I do have a couple nice memories from my sister and I being on the sailboat, but most of it was not. They talked about the knots, but knots is like a nautical term. Well, knots is also about the speed of which you go. So not necessarily the knots of the heart, it's how fast. Oh, yeah, because sailboats, yeah, they go a little bit slower unless it's breezy. Either way, I feel like they're going to send a little message beforehand because I do think it's going to take a hot second. Oh my God, Temperance! The jugs are pouring. I'm telling you, the angels, the ancestors, they're bringing you two together. And maybe, oh, to the lovers, oh my God, maybe it's the angels. That pen and quill is actually this reading to be like, listen, it's going to take a hot second. Just be patient. Okay, what do we need to know? Okay, Spirit team, you are on fire this morning. Can we know a little bit more about the Three of Wands? Oh boy. Okay, this card, Five of Cups to the Emperor. Okay, so this strength person is also, they could be a fire sign because now we have Aries on the table. Either way, they're very large and in charge, very passionate. It looks like they have some ouchies of the heart themselves, which is why their sailboat could be, maybe it's still docked. Maybe it is not. They are tied up on the dock. They haven't left yet. Yeah, see, look, their little rams look sad. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay. But we see the Empress to the Emperor now. Oh, my favorite flower. Oh, look at this. Just beautiful. Okay, well, unfortunately, I have to go very soon, guys, because I have a big day today. So, let's just get a little bit more here. Love. Yeah, love came asking what it was. And I respond. And I think I responded, you're brave and kind. An old friend of mine. Knight of Cups. They're coming. They're coming. It is the Two of Cups. I think, yeah, we need to be a little patient. Okay, is there anything else, Grandmama? Love, do you have any other things that you want to say real quick? Whoa. The Two of Swords, but it came out on its side. Taking off the mask. Remember going back to the old place, the village? I think part of taking off this mask is making the decision. If you want a different type of love, a new kind of experience, a different way of being, we have to do things differently. That's why, like, when I struggle, oh God, everything that I struggle with, everything comes back to me holding up my own receipts to be like, what do I believe in? Yes, it makes sense to be this angry, but like, nothing changes if nothing changes. So like, what are we aiming for here? Are we aiming for extraordinary, or we want to go back to that village of like dysfunction and like, just the old ways? I don't know about you guys. I do not want what my family has. I do not want my past relationships. Like, everything moving forward is intentionally set around love and like the cream of the crop, like the best kinds of love, the best kinds of people, the best kinds of experiences, like richness, depth, authenticity, people who mean what they say and they say what they mean, And again, going back to what Brené Brown was saying, to be vulnerable, to be authentic, it's an act of bravery to take off the mask and just be like, this is me. This is me in all my glory. Because then you don't have to make a decision. When you're just being you, the decision's already made. You just show up, bare ass and all, and you're like, this is me. This is how the good Lord made me. Here we are. What you see is what you get. But that's inherently is the thing that makes you so lovable, is you, not the idea of you. Oh, Spirit team, love. Ugh. May you bless us all today. May you fill every one of our hearts, every single heart on this planet. May we all be imbued and washed over with your grace and presence. Oh, Grandma, just beautiful. Angels, just beautiful. God, I know we get spice level. Well, you don't, I do. But I love you. Until I get spicy. It is what it is. I don't feel bad about it. I'm working it out. Okay, gang. Well, just know, great things are on the horizon. Don't worry if you feel like shit. This too shall pass. We just have to do our very best today, even if it's just by one little increment. Just one little increment, just a little bit better than yesterday. Even if it's just not telling someone to eat shit. If that's your go-to normally, and you hold back, that's a success. Some people do need to hear to eat shit, but some don't. I don't know. It's your journey. Okay, well, I'm off. I'm gonna have to go tackle this day, but with love in my heart. So, I trust that love finds you too. Okay, here we go. Off into the world. Stay blessed, stay golden.